Hello students, let's do whole numbers exercise 2.1. This is found on page number 31. Question 1. Write the next three natural numbers after 10,999. So when you have a large number like this, when you place commas in the right places, you'll be able to read it better. So this is three natural numbers after 10,999. So natural numbers are all counting numbers starting from 1, isn't it? Now to find the next three numbers after 10,999, we have to keep adding 1 to each number. So we start with this number 10,999 and let's add 1 to this. So this becomes 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1 again. 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1. So we bring that 1 down and 1 here. So what do we have here? We have 11,000. So that's the first number. 11,000 is the first number. Now we need three natural numbers, isn't it? So we've got 1 here. Now to get the next one, let's take this number itself, 11,000, and add 1 to it. 11,000 plus 1 is 11,001, isn't it? So this is 11,001. So we've got our next number, 11,001. Now we know the next number will be 11,002. 11,002. So we've got our three natural numbers after 10,999. So what is our answer? 11,000, 11,001 and 11,002. Next question. Write the three whole numbers occurring just before 10,001. So here also let's put our comma in the right place so that it becomes easier for us to read. So this is 10,001. And if you have to get three whole numbers are all numbers starting from 0. So three whole numbers just before 10,001 we have to subtract. So if it is before, you subtract. If it is after, you add. So let's take that 10,001. Just before means we remove 1 from it. So this is 1 minus 1 is 0. And then we have 0, 0, 0 and 1. So what's our first number? 10,000. So the first number before 10,001 is 10,000. We've got this. Now to find the number before this, because we have to get three whole numbers. So let's take 10,000 and subtract 1 from this. So when we subtract, we have to borrow, remember, from here. So let's borrow. So this becomes 0 and this is 10. 10 becomes 9 because we need it again. Again 10 and 9, 10 and 9 and now 10. Now let's subtract. 10 minus 1 is 9. Then we have 9, 9, 9 and 0. So here what do we have? 9,999. 9,999 is the next number. Now to get one more number just before 9,999, we have to subtract 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. Then we have 9, 9, 9. This is 9,998. Question 3. Which is the smallest whole number? Whole numbers are all numbers starting from 0. So the smallest whole number will be 0. Next one. How many whole numbers are there between 32 and 53? So how many whole numbers? Now what are all the whole numbers between 32 and 53? Let's write that down first. So between means we will not include these two numbers, but we'll write everything else. So after 32 we have 33, 34. Now we have to keep writing this up to 53, 52, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51 and 52. We stop at 52 because it says between 32 and 53. So we don't include 53. Now let's count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what is our answer here? The question is how many are there? There are 20 whole numbers between 32 and 53. Question 5. write the successor of. Successor means the number that comes after. So here we have A, B, C and D questions. We are going to write the number that comes after each of these numbers. Now, how do we find the number that comes after? By adding 1 to these numbers, you find the successor of these numbers. So let's begin. The successors of the first one, we have the number here, we have to add 1 to it. Now let's put commas in the right places to be able to read these numbers. So here we have a comma here and a comma here. So now the number is 24,40,701. Now let's add 1 to it. So let's add that 1 here and see what we get. So when we add this, we get 1 plus 1 is 2, then 0, 7, 0, 4, 4 and 2. So what do we have here? 24,40,702. 24,40,702. So this is the successor of 24,40,701. Now let's go to the next question. So the next one is, again, let's place the commas. Now this is 1,199,000. Now to find the successor, we must add 1 to it. Let's do that addition here. So when we add it up here, what do we get? 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1. 9 plus 1 is 10 again, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 and then 0, 0 and 1. So what do we have here? We have 1,200,000. So 1 lakh, now there's nothing in the thousands place and we have 200. This is the successor of 1,199,000. Next one. So here again we have a number. Let's place the commas to be able to read our numbers. This is 10,99,999. And to find the answer, we add 1 to this number. We'll be able to get the successor. So let's add 1 here and see. So add 1 here. 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, again 1, 10, 1, 10, 1, 10. Then we write 1 here, we put that 1 and the other 1. So now what do we get? We've got 11 lakh. So the successor of 10,99,999 is 11 lakh. Let's write that down here. 11 lakh is the successor. The next one, let's put the commas in the right places. So this is 23,45,670 and we add 1 to it to get our successor. So let's put 1 here. 0 plus 1 is 1. Then we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. So what do we have here? 23,45,671. Let's write it down. 23,45,671. So we have found the successor. Now how do we find successor numbers? Simply by adding 1 to the number. So that is how we find the successor of numbers. Question 6. Write the predecessor of these numbers. Predecessor means the number that comes before. So here, to find the number that comes before, we have to minus 1 from these. Now the first one is easy. The predecessor of 94 will be 93. Okay, let's begin with all the sums. So the predecessors of, now the first one is 94 and that is 94 minus 1. You just have to minus. 94 minus 1 is 93. Next one, we have 10,000 here and 10,000 minus 1 will give us the predecessor. So let's do that. So here we have 10,000, 10,000 minus 1. Let's do the subtraction below this like this. Minus 1. Now we're going to borrow from here. This is 0, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9 and 10. So 10 minus 1 is 9. Then we have 9, 9 and 9. So the predecessor of 10,000 will be 9,000. This is 9,999. So 9,999. Next one. Now let's place the commas to be able to read these numbers easily. So this is 2,08,090. To find the predecessor, we subtract 1 from it. 2,08,090. Let's subtract 1 from it to find our answer. 0 minus 1 you can't do, so we borrow from here. 10 minus 1 is 9. Then we have 8, 0, 8 again, 0 and 2. So this is 2,08,089. So let's write that down. 2,08,089. Next one, let's place the commas again. So now this is 76,54,321. Now that minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So let's place the commas in the right places. What do we have? 76 lakh. So let's write it. 76 lakh 54,320. So we have found the predecessors of all these numbers. So remember, when you have to find the predecessor of any number, you have to minus 1 from that number. Question 7. In each of the following pairs of numbers. Now can you see there are pairs, there are two numbers. B also has 2, 2. So there are different pairs of numbers. In these pairs of numbers, state which whole number is on the left of the other number on the number line. So if we draw a number line, which number among these two, between these two, which one will be on the left and which one will be on the right? Okay. Now also write them with the appropriate sign. Put the sign greater or lesser than. So here we have 530 and 503. So let's write that down first. So 530 is greater than 503. Isn't it? And always remember the smaller number is on the left side. So here which is the smaller number? 503. So if you draw a number line, the 503, which is a smaller number line, will be on the left side compared to 530. So 503 is on the left side of 530 on the number line. Now look at the next number, 370 and 307. So which is the greater one? 370. 370 is greater than 307. And remember, the smaller number is on the left side of the other number on the number line. So 307 is on the left side of 370 on the number line. Next one, we have two numbers here. Let's place commas to read them properly. So let's read those numbers. 98,765, 56,789. This is 98,000. This is 56,000. So this number is greater than this number. Let's do that. So here we have these two numbers. We'll put the commas again in the right places for you to be able to read it properly. So we have 98,765, 56,789, and we know this is greater. So and the smaller one is on the left side of this number. So let's put a sign to show that 56,789 is the smaller one, and that will be on the left side of 98,765 on the number line. Next, we have two more numbers here. Now here let's put the commas now. So here we have commas here. So this is 1 crore 23 lakh 23,001. Now this one will be 98 lakh 30,415. So this is 1 crore and this is 98 lakh. So 1 crore is greater. So we put a sign like this to show that 1 crore is greater. That means the lesser one will be on the left side. So what is on the left side? We have 98 lakh 30,415 is on the left side of 1 crore. So this is 1 crore 23,001. Okay. So remember the smaller one is always on the left side of the bigger number. Next one, which of the following statements are true? So you can put a T if it is true, and which are false, you can put an F if it is false. The first one, 0 is the smallest natural number. Now remember children, natural numbers are numbers that start from 1. So 0 is the smallest natural number is a false statement. So let's write an F there. F stands for false. Question B. 400 is the predecessor of 399. What is a predecessor? A number that comes before. Now, does 400 come before 399? No, it comes after, isn't it? So this statement is false. 400 is actually the successor of 399. So this statement is also false. So let's write that false. Next one, 0 is the smallest whole number. That is true because all whole numbers start from 0. So this is true. Next one, 600 is the successor of 599. So if you add 1 to 599, you will get 600. So 600 is correct. That is the successor of 599. So the statement is true. Question E. All natural numbers are whole numbers. Now, is this true or false? Let's write it down. Now, natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This goes on. And whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3. It starts from 0 and goes on and on. So the question here is all natural numbers are whole numbers. See, these are all natural numbers. They are whole numbers also, isn't it? They are whole numbers. So this statement is true. All natural numbers are whole numbers. So this statement is true. Question F, all whole numbers are natural numbers? That's not true because whole numbers have 0 and natural numbers do not have 0. So all whole numbers are natural numbers. That statement is false. Next one, the predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. Now, two-digit numbers are all numbers starting from 10 onwards up to 99. They're all two-digit numbers. Now, here the question says, the predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. That means, now suppose you take 20. What is the predecessor of 20? What comes before? 19. So the predecessor of a two-digit number is a two-digit number. Now suppose I take 15, the predecessor is 14. So two-digit number, two-digit number. Now suppose I take 10, what is the predecessor of 10? 9. So here it is two-digit and here it is one digit. So what does this statement say? The predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. That is false. It can be a single-digit number like this. So this statement is false. Next one, 1 is the smallest whole number. Remember, whole numbers start from 0. So the smallest whole number is 0. So this statement, 1 is the smallest whole number, is false. So let's write false there. Next one, the natural number 1 has no predecessor. Now what comes before 1? 0. But 0 is not a natural number, it is a whole number. So this statement is true. The natural number 1 has no predecessor. So this statement is true. Next one, the whole number 1 has no predecessor. Now the whole number 1 has a predecessor, isn't it? Because what is the predecessor of the whole number 1? 0. 0 comes before 1 and 0 is a whole number. So this statement that says the whole number 1 has no predecessor is false. So this statement is false. Next one, the whole number 13 lies between 11 and 12. Now that is not true, isn't it? Where does 13 lie? 13 lies after 12. It does not lie between 11 and 12. So this statement is false. Next one, the whole number 0 has no predecessor. Correct. There's no number before 0. Before 0 we have -1, which is an integer. It's not a whole number. So this statement is true. Next one, the successor of a two-digit number is always a two-digit number. Now let's take a few examples and see. Now, if I take a two-digit number, what are all two-digit numbers? Starting from 10 up to 99. Now what is the successor of 20? 21. Now take say 75. What is the successor of 75? 76. Now let's take 99. What is the successor of 99? 100. Now here two-digit number, successor is two-digit number. Here also we have a two-digit number, the successor is a two-digit number. Here we have a two-digit number and the successor is a three-digit number. And what does this statement say? The successor of a two-digit number is always a two-digit number, which is not true. Here you can see it can be a three-digit number. That means this statement is false. So we have completed all the true and false statements and we have completed this exercise. Thank you, children.